Well, hi, I'm Kerry Olin, a senior advisor at ArkMalibu, and what I do for a living now is mostly overfunction as a grandparent. Retired from Microsoft about a year ago after almost 20 years there, and then before that 20 years at Procter Gamble. Yeah, well, I started at Procter Gamble right out of college in marketing, and in a bit of a career accident, moved to human resources about a decade later, and then about decade after that to Microsoft, also in HR for almost 20 years, and I led our global HR services for almost a decade. Well, I have known Peter Kabasic, the founder of ArkMalibu, for 3 decades, and so he and I go back well before my affiliation with his firm, but over the last few years have spent more time as a senior advisor and have really enjoyed the team here, and love what they do and how they do it and the impact they make. But yeah, my relationship with Peter goes back a long way. You know, ArkMalibu is a very unique firm, and you know, number one, they're focused. You know, they do really one thing, and they do it beautifully, which is to represent those who are ready to sell businesses. And they're very systematic, they're very thorough, but what I appreciate most about them is just the focus and the discipline and the rigor with which they work. You know, the whole team is wonderful. I must say, Chris Robichaux, who has a very key role in the firm. I remember, I'm dating myself, when he played ice hockey as a young kid. And little did I know that I'd be working with his firm, you know, 25 or 30 years later. But he's a great, great professional, very diligent, very determined, and very client-focused. At this point in my career, this is an opportunity to serve, to give back, to lend a perspective, but to also keep learning. Because what these folks do here is really, really exciting and fun, and it's nice to see the impact they make. Well, we do overfunction as grandparents. We spend a lot of time on that. I think a lot about golf, and still involved in, you know, professionally in some consulting and some kind of fractional HR leadership work for a couple of companies. Well, we live in Dallas. And I have been looking forward to it not being 100 degrees every day, and now it is not 100 degrees every day. So we're looking forward to that, being outside a little more, playing a little golf, and maybe a little traveling next year. Yeah, one of the places I've spent some time in the last year as I joined the board of a organization called David C. Cook, which is a ministry associated with book publishing, a music label called Integrity Music in Nashville. And it's a fun business, it's a fun ministry, and it's also a great place to learn and to continue to contribute with some of my background in human resources.